Hey, what's going on YouTube? And welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to cover how you can modify the boot menu when you are booting into a dual boot configuration between Windows and Ubuntu. How can you modify this default behavior of this configuration? By default, when you install a second operating system in a computer, the second operating system that you install is going to override the boot menu, and therefore it's going to take control of the boot options. So if you want to modify the boot options, you have to go into Ubuntu and then find the group configuration file and then make modifications. There are several options to do this. By the way, one of them is to install the group customizer, but you are installing an application in order to make probably one-time configuration. So for this video, I'm going to use the terminal. So I'm going to go into the start menu and then I'm going to type terminal. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is to make a copy of the grub.cfg file. So I'm going to say sudo copy boot group.cfg file, and I'm going to place it inside the boot group.cfg file.copy. So that is the first step. The second step is to open the group file using VI. Press enter, and we're looking for an entry here that is default, set default. So I'm going to press the / so that is going to take me to the bottom of the screen. It's going to give me this blinking cursor, and what it's going to allow me to do is going to allow me to search for a string. So I'm going to type default, and I'm going to press enter. That is going to take me to the first occurrence of the string. Then I'm going to press the letter N. That is going to take me to the second entry, and again it's going to take me to this entry here, which is set default equals 0, and this is what we need to change. If we scroll down, I want to show you where the entries in the group.cfg file are. So the first entry is this one here. Notice that it starts with the menu entry keyword, and it is set to Ubuntu. So when you boot into the computer, this is the menu that you see. The first entry in that menu is Ubuntu, and these are the settings for booting into the operating system. So the second one here is a submenu, and the third one is a menu entry also for Ubuntu going into recovery mode. As you can see, it says it over here, along with all the boot options for that entry. And then we have another menu entry. This one is memory test, to perform a memory test. Another memory test, which is this one. And finally, the last menu entry is to boot into Windows 10. So we have two options here. We can either set the default to be the fourth entry. So by default, we set to boot into Windows. Or the other thing that we can do is to change this entry and put it at the top of the menu entry. I'm going to go with the first option. So it is simpler to modify the file this way, and we don't risk to make modifications that cause errors. So again, I'm going to go into / and then type defaults, press enter, N, and N. And here I'm going to press the letter L to move to the right, and here I'm going to type the letter X. Actually, yes, the letter X, that would delete the 0, and then I'm going to type the letter I to go into insert mode, and then I'm going to enter the number 4. Okay, after that I'm going to hit escape, column, WQ, and exclamation point to force override the changes. Press enter, and let's go ahead and do a cat boot grub.cfg. Make sure that the changes took effect. And here are the changes. All right, so now we're ready to reboot the system. So I'm going to say reboot. Press enter. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see it here due to the resolution, but as you can see now, the default option, it is set to Windows 10. I forgot to mention that you can also customize the time that it takes in order for the computer to select that option. You can also increase or decrease the time that the menu is displayed for you to make an option. And now we booted into Windows. And that's it for this video, guys. As always, remember to subscribe, give it a like, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.